Hello parents, thank you for tuning in for Curriculum Night. This is the virtual edition to inform you on information about various art classes. If you're unable to attend in person, this information will help you understand the class that your child is taking. I want to inform you on how the grading process works for the art classes. There are three main things that we're looking for, that we're grading on and assessing the students. The first one is based on assignments and sketches. So there may be an activity on teams to turn in regards to doing a little bit of research beforehand, figuring out their theme or topic for the art project that they're creating, but also sketches. So with every project, we begin with a sketch or an idea, and that way we're not wasting materials, but also we have a game plan. We have a set plan to move forward with, so there isn't any just lag time or downtime trying to ponder that over while the materials are out. We'll have all of that worked out in advance. Quizzes may pop up occasionally with terminology, vocabulary, usually at the beginning, at the end of the term. And then the bulk of the grade in PowerSchool is going to be based on the projects that they're turning in. So think of it like a test. The project that they complete really sums up the information, the skill set, and the techniques that we are looking for. So hopefully those are showcased within each project that is submitted. One way to stay informed for students is checking PowerSchool, but also parents checking PowerSchool. I update that weekly with the different assignments and projects that are graded. The assignments will be submitted through Microsoft Teams, so whether it's a handout, a quiz, or their final project that they're turning in for a grade, all of those things will be loaded to Teams using a rubric to grade on. And email is a great way to correspond back and forth. I send out emails in regards to grades, things that are going on in the classroom, upcoming major projects that are due. So this is a good one to check on a regular basis in order to know what's going on in the classroom. On the screen, you'll see my contact information. I have my email address, and I'm calling them office hours, but this is my prep period. So if you ever need to reach me over the phone, I'm available during this time period. Otherwise, email is best, and I will respond as quickly as I can. Lake Orion High School offers a lot of art classes, which is wonderful for those students that want to pursue art or just have a interest in different art concepts and different mediums. So we have Design Concepts, which is an introductory course using different two-dimensional, three-dimensional materials. A range of drawing classes working with still life objects, observational drawing, and even figure drawing. Graphic design and computer art is a great course for learning Adobe software, learning how to work with and make graphics that can be posted online, on websites, also printed. Photography is a wonderful class for learning how to use a professional grade camera, so a DSLR camera, and also working with Adobe software. We have a range of ceramics classes from introductory to advanced, as well as raku pottery, so alternative firing methods in raku. We have two painting classes, watercolor and oil painting. Jewelry and metal art is a wonderful class working with 2D and 3D based art. We work with various metals, and we have a beginning, intermediate, and advanced course. There is a senior art class, or I should say a senior math credit class, which is called Linear Perspective. So it's all art-based, but you're applying math terms, vocabulary, geometry, things of that sort in the drawing course. And then finally, AP Portfolio This is where if students are considering going on into art school after high school, so pursuing an art degree, AP portfolio will prepare them for after high school. Design Concepts is an introductory art course that is offered here at Lake Orion High School. It's worth 0.5 credit and it's offered to grades 9 through 12. This course is wonderful for students that aren't quite sure what type of art they're interested in, but they know they like art. The reason for this class, it goes over the elements and principles of design, and we work with different art mediums ranging from clay to paint to drawing to metal to digital. So this is a great class for students to figure out what it is that they like, and they can pursue a further art class after this in that particular medium. The course for Design Concepts is based on the elements and principles of design. Listed on this screen, you'll see the different elements and principles. We discuss how these are incorporated into a design, whether you're working two-dimensionally on a flat surface or three-dimensionally working with sculptural materials. These are our guide in order to have a unified design, a balanced design that include different elements to create their end product. Typically, at the beginning of this course, we work with clay, and it's called sgraffito, where they are painting the clay surface and then carving into it, incorporating some sort of cohesive line design. And you can see that there is definitely a range of contrast between the clay body and the glaze color, as well as pattern and movement that happens throughout the piece. Another unit based on shape, color, and space is called a notan design. This is a cut paper project where we're working on balance, symmetry, the use of focal points or emphasis in the design, as well as contrast between the foreground and background. The brief metal unit that is created in Design Concepts is a copper pendant, where again we're working with shape and space, but also creating a sense of unity within the design. They can add a patina or a coloring agent to change the color of the copper. But this is a really interesting project where not many students have prior experience with jewelry and metal work, but this gives them an opportunity to cut metal and refine the surfaces and edges. The stop motion PSA, this is where we're working with an app on their phone or an iPad, and they're choosing a public service announcement that they would like to illustrate or animate within a stop motion video. Printmaking is a traditional art form, but we put a new or a modern spin on the project itself. So color is a main concept that we're going over here, as well as space and creating a sense of texture. The image itself is carved in what's called linoleum and then printed with printmaking inks onto a flat surface. In this case, it's paper. And each of those prints are a different color, whether it's the ink or the background. So you do have some variety within the image that is being carved. The painting unit for Design Concepts revolves around the student or the student's likes. So here it's called a self-portrait painting, but they could also paint someone, a relative, a family member, or even a pet if they have an image of any one of those things. It can be incorporated into this unit. So here we learn how to color mix, how to create new colors, as well as create a range in order to have a unified painted canvas. The last project and final project, which is part of their final exam grade, is the upcycled furniture project. And what's really unique about this final project is, one, it is functional. So students are making a piece of furniture that they can actually use, whether it's a chair, a bench, a table, a lamp, but also it's using materials that they mostly already have. So looking around the house or outside and gathering materials that can create a themed project that is functional. So this is one that they work on for an extended period of time at home, with the final project being turned in.